Are you in your 40s or 50s and your skin and your makeup just aren't what they used to be, and you want to figure out how to make them look better so you feel better? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Shauna. I'm a 54-year-old labor and delivery nurse of 29, almost 30 years, and a mom. And I just love everything about makeup and skincare and just taking care of yourself so that you feel your very best. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. So, I've always been super into buying all sorts of products and makeup to make myself feel confident, and just enjoyed all of it, probably more than I should have. And so, about 4 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I started getting really frustrated because I noticed my skin getting really dry and patchy, and the age spots coming out from my uh, unprotected skin from my youth, and just didn't take very good care of using sunscreen on my face because I wanted to be tan, the 80s and 90s and beyond. So I have noticed that my skin is now showing all of that. And so I got really frustrated that makeup was now sitting on top of my face and looking just not the same that it used to. And it was really frustrating to me. I didn't know what to do. So what I decided to do was to go onto YouTube, which I had never done before, and watch some tutorials based on skincare for mature people. And I found dermatologists and plastic surgeons and estheticians and people that were talking about what's the difference between the marketing of just trying to sell you a product versus the science of what is actually real for your skin. And as a nurse, I, of course, was drawn to the science and what is real and not just hype. So I watched a lot of those videos, and the most shocking part of it to me was that they all 100% said if you're not using regular sunscreen, that if you're any dime that you spend on all the other expensive serums and facials and lasers or whatever you're doing, injectables, is you're just washing your money down the drain. Without sunscreen, don't bother. And I was like, oh, whoops. So that really hit hard, and I started doing what they said about hydration and changing up my skincare regime and using sunscreen very regularly, and really noticed a difference in my skin. And so then once I got my skin a little more handled, I shifted to watching tutorials by makeup artists that were for mature skin, even though most of them were in their late 30s and flawless. So it seemed a little bit ironic, but I watched a lot of makeup tutorials and I learned a lot. And what it made me realize is that I only had ever learned anything about applying makeup from the people behind the Nordstrom's counters that I had always bought makeup from, or the Bible of the 80s and 90s, which were our magazines, which we no longer have, like Allure and Cosmo and Mademoiselle and Glamour, the ones if you were my age. Every month they'd come out and I'd scour to see, oh, what are the few tips and tricks that make you look good or whatever. So that's how I learned about makeup. But it turns out that there's a lot more to it than just that. So I learned a lot, and that was exciting for me, and I was feeling good. And then this last Thanksgiving, I went up to my sister's house. My sister's 2.5 years older than I am, and we were there for Thanksgiving. And one night we were, got our jammies on, had taken our makeup off, and sitting around with a glass of wine talking. She said, "Shauna, your skin looks amazing. What are you doing? Like, it's never looked better." And I was so excited. I was like, "What?" Like, because I thought I had noticed a difference, but to have someone that knows me for my whole life but doesn't see me very often to really see a difference was incredibly validating and very exciting. So I got excited and started telling her all the things I had learned and what I had been doing. And she's like, well, I need this. I want this. And I was like, well, okay. I mean, let's go shopping and get you what you need for skincare and your makeup and all of the things. And she was excited and said, let's do it. So we spent the rest of the weekend shopping. I mean, the mall on Black Friday weekend, it's not exactly the best place to be, but I digress. We went on a lot of websites too, which made it easier. And then I explained a lot of teaching about why to do each thing and the order. And it's very cute. She took pictures of like her morning routine and her nighttime routine. And we've had some FaceTime, phone calls to make sure she was doing it in the right order. But she's got it down. So that was Thanksgiving. And over the month of December, she had the best experience. Everywhere she went, people were stopping her that had known her for a long time, saying, "You look amazing. What is happening with your face? Your skin looks great. Your makeup looks amazing. What happened to you?" And she was just over the moon excited. And of course, every day would call me and be like, "Guess what? The lady at my therapy place, like when I was placing my order, like all she wanted to do was talk about my makeup. It was so cute." Then she went to a couple Christmas parties, and one of them was like all her like best girlfriends for like years. And they all were like, raving about how great she looked and wanted to know what she had done differently. And when she told them about our weekend together, they were all like, "Hey, we want that." And that's what kind of launched this idea. So she suggested this to me as a woman that's helped women through the most difficult / rewarding days of their lives of having babies and loving that so much. What a fun challenge as I'm older to also help women to really feel the most confident that they can. So I'm excited about this journey, and I hope that you are too. And I just would love to ask your help that if this is something you're excited about, that you think about a couple, 2 or 3 people that you know well, that, at work or best friends or sisters or brothers or whoever, and share this with them so that we can build our community together and go on a journey of learning how to take care of our skin and our makeup and feel our very best. And sort of what I want to do, I'm in Portland, Oregon. So what I would love to do, which I think would be incredibly rewarding and fun for you guys to watch, honestly, is I'll figure out a way for those that are local here in Portland to enter to win once a month. We'll do a makeover where I come to your house. It has to be in Portland so that I can get to you, obviously. Sorry about that, everyone else. But and go through your skincare and your makeup and tweak some things that needed to be, so maybe you have all the right products, but you just need to work on how you're applying them. Or maybe you have some of the right products, but we could, get rid of a few older things and work on improving some steps. So I love teaching and I love all of this makeup and skincare. And I just think it's a perfect fit. 2026 is a really exciting time for makeup and skincare because of K-beauty. I feel like the whole industry has been evolving in a really incredible ways. The products are just getting better and better. And because K-beauty is so far ahead of us in technology, but their price points are so much lower than ours, it's sort of pushing the hand of drugstore makeup, what they call, what we have technically called drugstore makeup for a long time. When we were growing up, drugstore, I never bought anything at the drugstore because I didn't think there was anything there that was good. And honestly, I don't think there really was. I mean, maybe that one mascara, that pink and green mascara that, everybody said was, the thing that all the supermodels wore. That's the only thing I can think of that was known as a mascara or a makeup product that was good at the grocery store. But now the drugstore companies are coming so far with their just to keep up with K-beauty and be competitive. They are developing and releasing amazing products that are most of the time just as good, if not sometimes better, than some of the luxury brands. So, there are some things that you still definitely want to stick with luxury, probably, or there's other things that, you could easily get away with a much cheaper, like mascara. Like drugstore mascaras are amazing. So you don't really need to go spend $60 on a mascara. Everyone's going to be different, and everybody's skin is different. Everybody's budget's different. Everybody has different priorities. Some people are going to go for a clean girl aesthetic. Some people want to be full glam. Just everybody's different. So I'm going to do my best to find a path to help everybody that get to be where they want to be. So what I would love for you to do is like and subscribe, the little bell, hit that, and hit, notifications, so that when I do post a video, you get a notification and you can, of course, watch it. That'd be awesome. And then send it to your friends, and hopefully they can subscribe. And what I really want to know is, what do you want to know about? What are your most pressing issues? Most people are really struggling with foundation and concealer, but like, what else are you dealing with? Patchy skin, hyper-pigmentation, which is those little spots, those sunspots that we have because we maybe weren't super great with our sunscreen in the younger years. And most of your sun damage happens before age 18. So cringe. That is bad for me. A lot of tanning bed action back in the day. So let me know in the comments, number one, what you want to know about first. Like, what's your top priorities for me to teach in the next few videos? And then also, how do you know me? If you know me, or who referred you to me, or who sent you this channel, I think it'd be so fun for me to know, like, if you know my sister, if you know some of my friends, or how you got to me. So I'm so excited about this journey, you guys. It's just like so perfect, and I can't wait to take this journey with all of you and have so much fun. It's going to be amazing. So like and subscribe, hit notification. It doesn't cost you a dime, so don't worry about that. And then mostly, please share this with your work girlfriends, or your besties, or your family, or your mom, or your sister, or just, people that you think would benefit from this. And we'll grow this community and do this together. Thank you so, so much for watching this. I'm so excited. Have a great day, and welcome to the journey of Glowing Up Shawna.